Good morning. Today is Sunday, emphasis on the sun, Sunday, July 19th, and we'll be looking at Luke chapter 5. I like this chapter because it's familiar. It seems like we're in Mark again. So this is what happens. It's action-packed, and it's just going from one thing to the next. Calling of the disciples. He calls some of them. He gets in their boat so he can teach the crowds from there. And he says, I will make you fishers of men, follow me. And then he heals a leper. Great. He's doing those things. The whole story about that. And then we have the story of the paralytic, of the friends that dismantled the roof and lowered the man down so that Jesus could be healed. And then his encounter with the Pharisees where they say, how can you forgive sins? And he's like, what do you think would be easier to say? Take up your mat and walk. And the man is, of course, healed from his paralysis. Then he calls the tax collector Levi to be one of them. And then they have a banquet at Levi's house. And this is another chance for the Pharisees to criticize Jesus because he is eating with sinners. And then Jesus has a response in which he's teaching about fasting and that you're not going to fast right now because I'm here. But there'll be a time for fasting, but it's not right now because I'm here with you. And so they call him a glutton, and that's his response with his teaching about fasting. But chapter 5, action-packed. Jesus is on the move. He's doing his ministry. He calls the first disciples, and they have this is their coming to Jesus movement. Get away from me, for I'm a sinful man, is what Peter says in the call in the boat there. And then Jesus ends it with he's starting to get a little preachy with the disciples, and he teaches them about fasting. So that's just a preview for what's going to happen in chapter 6, because this action-packed calls the disciples, heals the leper, heals the paralytic with the whole dismantling of the roof and the friends lowering him down, all that action involved there, calling Levi, having the banquet at his house, and then teaching about fasting. And then that's when he says that passage about you never put old wine into new wineskins, or maybe it's new wine into old wineskins because it would burst. And then he says no one says we want the old wine, we'd rather not have the new wine. Everybody wants the new wine. So it was just new wine must be put into fresh wineskins, and no one after drinking old wine desires new wine, but says the old is good. So he's trying to say, I've come here now. This is the new way to do things, and it's me. It's me. So that's how he ends it. And like I said, he's getting a little preachy, so he may start to heal a little less and give his didactic teaching, flex those muscles a little bit more. So look for that in chapter 6. Have a beautiful Sunday.